Okay, dear student, just according to our last day talk, we have finished or we have yet to get a new concept regarding the ordinary point and the singular point. In that lecture, this is the consequence of that, and we have discussed this thing in our first lecture. Now I want to, before that, most fundamental concept of ordinary point. Actually, ordinary point is related to, ordinary or singular point is related to complex analysis, but here we are talking about the differential equation. So the definition regarding the ordinary point, on the basis of the study of the differential equation, we should arrange this like that. So what would be the ordinary point of the differential equation? To get to get or examine the point which we are talking about is whether ordinary or singular, is based on the differential equation, and what should be the differential equation. And we have known that the differential equation is in equation 1, a0 x d2y dx2 plus a1x d2y dx plus a2x y equals to 0. This is the end. And we must put the differential form into equivalent normalized form to get or examine whether the differential equation at a point is regular or ordinary or not. That is, the most fundamental one is equivalent normalized form. Why do we get the equivalent normalized form from the equation 7? This is by dividing a0x throughout the differential equation, and we get d2y dx2 plus p1x dy dx plus p2y equals to 0, where p1x equals to a1x by a0x and p2x equals to a2x and a0x. So this is the form of the normal form of the differential equation. Now we are discussing the ordinary and singular point of the differential equation. The point x0 is called the ordinary point of a differential equation 1 here in equation 7. That if both of the function p1 and p2, which we have got in the equivalent normalized form, are analytic at that point, then this is called, if p1 and p2 are analytic at the point x0 in the equivalent normalized equation, then x0 is called ordinary point. But if either of these functions p1 or p2 in the equivalent normalized form is not analytic at x0, then x0 is called singular point of the differential equation. So the ordinary or singular point is related to the function p1 and p2 in the normalized equivalent form. So this is the most fundamental one. So p1x. Now we give an example so that it is more convenient to get a point whether it is singular or ordinary. Consider the differential equation d2y dx2 plus x dy dx plus x square plus 2 into y equals to 0. Here p1x equals to x and p2x equals to x square plus 2. These are all two polynomial functions. These are two only polynomial functions, and we know that every polynomial function is analytic at a point, at any point. So as it is, the p1 and p2 are polynomial functions, and these are analytic at everywhere. So these are every point is a ordinary point regarding this differential equation. Now we go into the second one. Consider the differential equation x minus 1 into d2y dx2 plus x dy dx plus 1 by x into y equals to 0, equation 10. And it is known to you that we must put the differential equation 10 into equivalent normalized form, and this is d2y dx2 plus 100 and dividing throughout the differential equation 10 by x minus 1, so that we can get a coefficient 1 to the leading coefficient 1 of d2y dx2. That's why just dividing by x minus 1 throughout the differential equation, we get d2y dx2 plus x by x minus 1 dy dx plus x by x into x minus 1 y equals to 0. Here p1 equals to x by x minus 1 and p2 equals to x by x into x minus 1. Here we see that p1, here 1 is not a ordinary point because p1 is not analytic at a point 1 and p2 is not analytic both x and sorry, this should be p2 1, this should be must be 1, sorry, it is a typo. X by x nothing, not would happen. So 1 by x into x minus 1, you should correct it. Okay, so 1 by x into x minus 1. So we see that p1 is not analytic at a point x equals to 1 and p2 is not analytic both in x equals to 0 and both in x equals to 1. These are called the singular point of the differential equation under consideration. So these are here we see that 0 and 1 are the singular point of the differential equation. Now we go to the next one. It is very important that a differential equation is not analytic at a point is called the singular point, and there are some possibilities to get a singularity whether it is regular or irregular. The singular point are classified in two manners, like regular singular point and irregular singular point. Now we see the definition. What is the definition of a regular singular point and irregular singular point? Consider the differential equation 1, which we have given the 1. What was that? This is a0x d2y dx2 plus a1x dy dx plus a2x into y equals to 0. And in the normalized form, this was d2y dx2 plus p1x d2y dy dx plus p2x y equals to 0, where p1x is a1x by a0x and p2x equals to a2x by a0x. These are the normalized form, and p1 and p2 are the normalized coefficient. And so the definition is that consider the differential equation and assume that at least one of the function p1 and p2 in the equivalent normalized form is not analytic at a point, then so that it is obvious that if p1 and p2 are either p1 or p2 fails to be analytic at a point, then it is called singular point. Now we construct two product function. We construct two product function like that, x minus x0. Here we have taken that x0 is a singular point, and that's why around x0 we have made two product function. These are x minus x0 into p1x and x minus x0 square into p2x. If these two functions are analytic at x0, then x0 is called regular singular point of the differential equation 1. So the definition of regular singular point is that if the product function, that is x minus x0 into p1x and x minus x0 whole square into p2x in the differential equation are analytic at x0, then x0 is called the regular singular point. If either or both of the product function defined by x minus x0 into p1x and x minus x0 square into p2x is not analytic at x0, then x0 is called irregular singular point. So perhaps this may be very difficult to you, but when we give some examples regarding the regular and irregular, the point will be clear. The first one, the example. Consider the differential equation. 2x squared dy dx, d2y dx minus x into dy dx plus 5 into x minus 5 into y equals to 0. And we put the differential equation into equivalent normalized form, and this would be d2y dx2 plus 1 by 2x. By dividing 2x square, we get, minus sign would be occur here. There are some typing mistake. So this is the x minus x square by x square. This should be 2x square. Yeah. Okay, that should be some problem. Okay. So here P1 is 1 by 2x and P2 is, but this will not make any difficulties to get a concept regarding the ordinary singular point, or regular singular point or irregular. So there's nothing, but there are some constant. This is not relevant at all. But we are talking about the main fact is that if thus here we see that P1x, what is that? P1 equal to 1 by 2x and P2x equals to 1 minus 5x minus 5 by x square. These are the most vital one. Here P1 and P2 fails to be analytic at x0. It is obvious that at the point x0 P1 neither P1 nor P2 is analytic. So it is a singular point. X equals to 0 is a singular point. Now from this product function, we have defined the product function x into P1x. X into P1x equals to minus half. Here I corrected that here. And there x square into P2x. Here I have corrected this thing. X minus 5 by 2. These two product functions are analytic at x0. And so x0 is a regular singular point of the differential equation. X0 is a regular singular point of the differential equation. So here we have get an example of regular singular point. Now I give another example and it will be helpful to you so that you can enrich yourself by discussing this type of differential equation to differentiate between the regular singular point and irregular singular point. Here we see the differential equation very carefully. X square into x minus 2 whole square d2y dx2 plus 2 into x minus 2 dy dx plus x plus 1 into y equals to 0. Equation 14. It's must. And to get a point and to examine a point whether it is singular or not, we should put the differential equation into equivalent normalized form. And that's why I have divided the differential equation by the factor x square into x minus 2 whole square. That is, this will produces us d2y dx square plus 2 by x square into x minus 2, because 1 x minus 2 will be cancelled here, plus x plus 1 by x square into x minus 2 whole square into y equals to 0. Here we get P1x. What is that? P1x equals to 2 by x square into x minus 2 and P2 equals to x plus 1 into x square into x minus 2 whole square. Thus both P1 and P2 are held to analytic at x equals to 0 and x equals to 2. So x equals to 0 and x equals to 2 are singular point. Now from this product function, x into P1x equals to minus, there is some problem here. I have not. Okay, next we go to the next slide and this will occur here. At the point, consider x equals to 0 first. we have get x equals to 0 and x equals to 2, though 2 are singular point. Now we first consider the factor x equals to 0, and the product function x into p1x equal to 2 by x into x minus 2, and x square into p, this is like that. The product function, here we see that the product function defined by x square into p2x is analytic at x0. Here we obviously see that x square into p2x is x plus 1 by x minus 2 whole square. So this is analytic at x equals to 0. So but x into p1x is not. Thus I have told you that if either one is not analytic, then it must be singular. It to be analytic, then must don't both together should be analytic. So here, as one is not analytic in product function, so we can tell it as a singular point. So this is irregular singular point. This is irregular singular point. But consider x equals to 2 in the product form. What would be the product form? The product form is x minus 2 into p1x equals to 2 by x square, and x minus 2 whole square into p2x equals to x plus 1 by 2x square. The product function defined by x square into p2x defined by x0 is not analytic at x0, but defined that is it's not. So this is but here we see that x minus the product of x minus 2 into p1x and x minus 2 whole square into p2x, both are analytic at x equals to 2. They are not analytic at x equals to 0, but they are analytic at x equals to 2. That's why we can tell this, yes, we can say that x equals to 2 is a regular singular point of the differential equation which I am under consideration. That's why that is the main fundamental things which I have to discuss with you, that the concept of the regular singular point and irregular singular point and the ordinary point. Now, being enriched through these fundamental things, we will proceed further and we we will illustrate the series solution method to solve a differential equation with variable coefficient. Okay, thank you.